All right, I'm live by myself, so this is going to be interesting. So, I want to talk about some things that I think deserve to be talked about, and that's why I'm always here. I'm the one that I talk about stuff that always needs to be talked about, even if no one wants to talk about it. So, as you all may be aware, of the last stream, we talked about music. We talked about certain people. We talked about some things that may have rubbed some people the wrong way. Now, if you were one of those people who did get the wrong way, I'm not gonna apologize because that's not who I am. Because I didn't really say that many things about it. Um, if you want an apology from him, it's not gonna happen either. Um, he has his beliefs. I have mine. And for me, I don't think that one person deserved death. And we all know who we're talking about. If you didn't see the last stream, if you want to, you can go watch it. Um, but he did not deserve death. You have time to change. Sometimes it's too late, and sometimes you just can't get that opportunity to change. But is it his fault? No. I'm not going to sit here and defend his actions either. You don't hit a woman, even if she does cheat on you or anything. Now, granted, if a woman comes at you with a weapon, that's a whole different ballgame. Okay, throw that out the window. But there's so much stuff we don't know that we shouldn't, I guess, judge the whole thing. But at the same time, I think he, I think he needed to learn. Everyone needs to learn. Everyone messes up, gets a mistake, and then learns from it. Granted, do I believe he deserved death? No. Do I believe his fate was written? Maybe. Um, he was a different artist. I will say. Well, I won't even say different. He was basically like every other rapper nowadays. It's just he had a different, I guess, tone or voice to it. And to me, I'm not into that. As you all may be aware, I don't like that type of rap. I don't like the mumble. I don't like the I just don't like it. Now, certain artists, I guess you can consider them mumble or whatever you want to consider them. I can get into like Post. Post is a whole different thing. Yes, you can say he mumbles and other stuff, but in my opinion, I think he's different. He can sing, and his music is something that I just want to dance to. The other people like X, um, KSI, um, Trippy Red. All those guys are kind of just not my style. KSI at least doesn't mumble. I will give KSI that. He doesn't mumble. But it's just some things I don't like about it. But at the end of the day, if you like that stuff, you can like it. I'm not here to say you can't like it, you shouldn't like it. It's something that, for me, is something not my taste. But I can understand someone likes it because, like, you may like mumble rap, but you may hate screamo because I like screamo. Suicide Silence, Motionless in White, all these bands that are screamo or heavy metal. A lot of people don't like because you can't understand them, and I can understand why if you don't like rock and you're trying to branch out. Granted, mumble rap is just something I just don't like, especially the message behind it. They're teaching, in my opinion, they're teaching these kids in high school that you can get famous off of just mumbling through everything. And I'm just like, what happened to the days of Big E, Pac, Eminem, 50, all these artists that can actually sit down, write stuff, write lyrics, and then go ham? There's not like anything anymore with rap. It's just something for me that I don't like. And if you like it, good for you. You have your own taste. Granted, it may not be for me. Same thing for you. Screamo might not be for you, but it's for me. We all are here to like what we like, and you shouldn't, I guess, get your feathers ruffled if someone doesn't like it. Because it took me a minute. I'm like, why people hated Screamo for a little bit? Because I was very different. Um, because um when I first started getting into music, I was like, oh, you should like all this. But then I was like, wait a minute. Once I got older, I was like, wait a minute, they don't have to like it. And that's it. Because for me, you have what you have. You live your life. You love your life. You like what you like. Hairball. Um, to me, it's who I am as a person. I like metal. I like rock. I like hard rock. I like soft rock. I like any type of rock. Some people like some rock I may not like because just the way their voice sounds. Like it's not like the instruments are fine. Like with some mumble rappers, they have some good beats. I'm not even gonna lie. But just sitting there and mumbling through everything, it's just meh. And for me, like I understand like that's what they want to do, but that's just nothing. That's just something not for me. This is like one of the conversations I don't like bringing up a lot because I know how some people are with it. Some people will defend it and say it has talent and have this or something. And it's something that I don't want to get my um um because it's something like I just don't want to talk about because for me it's something like it's controversial and I'm not like that controversial person um because it's just how I am because it's just me like I can sit and talk about stuff but then I can also be quiet about certain things and this is one thing that I'm very not talkative with because this is something that I don't like talking about because a lot of people are into this stuff and as a person who doesn't like to follow the crowd, I get out of it. Even if it wasn't the hottest thing, I probably still wouldn't listen to it because it's just meh to me. It's just it exists. I'm just like I'd rather just go listen to rock or something that I can understand and get behind rather than just mumble. And a lot of the time, these artists, they talk about the same stuff. It seems like even M kind of does it, like money, liquor, girls, drugs. Like, is there? You can't just spit bars anymore. And there are out there like NF who don't talk about that stuff, who tries to branch away from all that stuff and talk about some real issues in the world, depression, and like kids just getting abandoned. He raps about that stuff, and it's hard and it's true. Depression is something that I think, every human being has. If you haven't been once in your life depressed, you're either A, very young, or B, you've been sheltered a lot and you haven't really been out there to experience something that can depress you. Because once when you get that one thing, either if you love it or it's something that means a lot to you and something happens to it, you snap. And there's anger and like there's those other things that you can talk about than other than liquor, girls, drugs, money, how many cars I got. And it's the same thing with rock too. Like I've seen a lot of rock bands, sing about the same stuff too. I'm just like, can we just get off of that and rap about some things? Like perfect example, in my opinion, is Motionless in White's probably their best song, his voices. And you thought when you think about the song, you don't know much into it. You think, okay, it's a person dealing with some voices in their head and they're trying to escape or they're trying to get out of it. You are correct that they are trying to escape and other things. But he wrote this for the LGBTQ community for them struggling to get out of that stage and to get something to tell someone like, hey, I'm gay or I'm a lesbian or I'm bi or I'm queer or I'm transgender. Because he said it on a tweet. And I'm like, oh, so he wrote it for them, but it can also impact people like that have depression, that have anxiety, that have all this other stuff. Because when you listen to the song, you always have that feeling. No matter what happens, there's always that voice in your head. And there's always like a couple that are always negative or evil that just want to destroy you. And like in the music video, it explains you want to escape that voice. You want to get rid of that voice. You don't want that voice. You want the good voice or the voice that lifts you up or whatever. But I guarantee you, a lot of people didn't know he wrote voices for for those people because they know how hard it is, especially if you're raised in a religion household. If you're one of those and you're in a religion household, you're you're in trouble. And that's one of the things that religion is just I don't like about like yes, I'm a Christian, but if my son or daughter came to me and was like, I'm gay or I'm lesbian or I'm a transgender, I'm gonna support them. I'm not gonna throw them to the side or kick them out um Islam's do. Islam's kick you out and disown you. And so do Christians sometimes. And it's why sometimes I'm iffy with like some people with that. I'm like, why would you kick your son or your daughter out of your own life just because they're different? They don't want to live the way that they are. That they are. They want to be different. It's perfect. It's fine to support them. You may not agree with it, but you can at least support them and help them. Don't just kick them out and hate them for the rest of their life. And I hate that. And I hate the fact that this world is like this now. This world is so cold and just so bitter. You just don't get the the help or the love that you need. And it's just how things are. Like with the last stream, I was very quiet if you noticed. Because I don't like again talking about this subject with X or Juice or Little Pump, not Little Pump, Little Peep, and all these other artists that died young. Because let's face it, Little Peep and Juice, they killed themselves because of the drugs that they were doing. They died way like too young, but it's kind of on them because you shouldn't take those drugs. X, on the other hand, he was murdered. He couldn't control that. You like it's just something that I just can't understand sometimes. Like Granted, I may not like his music, but do I respect that the movement he did? Yes, because without what he did, there might have been a couple people, maybe a handful of people, I don't know, maybe even a lot of people that may even not be here today just because they found it. Because for me, Motionless is that thing, that artist, that band that gravitated me, and Suicide Silence that gravitated me and told me, look, there will be better days. There will be dark, gloomy, terrible days, but there will also be fantastic days. And that's the thing that X did for some people. And I'm perfect. Like, as I said earlier, I don't like his music. I don't support what he did with his girl. But the charity thing, apparently he did. I support. I don't care who you are. If you give a whole bunch of money to charity, well, unless you're a dude who freaking lost, unless you're the Lost Prophets lead singer, then I still don't support you. Um, but or like, eh, okay, if you do something kind, it's fine. But I support that action. I'll just say that I'll support that action, unless you're like a murderer, psycho killer, pedophile, rapist, yada yada. But with the thing he did, like charity thing, I support that. You know, I may not like the dude, but he at least he started to try to change before his time was up. We have a comment, if I can even load it. The challenge of life is hard, but if you approach your day in a day in a positivity mindset, it will be easier to get through. Exactly. Um, exactly, horror board. If you sit there in a mad, sad attitude, your life's just gonna be that way. But if you try to get a positive attitude, even if you're having a bad day, like how I was today, I had a massive headache all day, but I was still talking, having fun, smiling, and it got worse, my headache. But my day went by quick, and I was happy. And when I got home, I took a nap, I took some aspirin, and now I'm fine. I'm happy. And it's the same thing with music. You sit there and you like what you like. You can like mumble rap to screamo to whatever you want. What I want this to be is totally different. For me, if you don't like it, you don't like. I don't want to be negative on it, and that's something that I'm trying to get away from. I'm trying to look at the positives in a lot of things. Yes, mumble rap is hard for me to look at positive things, but it gets it gets people heads moving. It gets people to like turn up, I guess. But I'm just trying to be more of a streamer or a YouTuber who looks at a lot of the positive more than the negatives and something. Yes, I will talk about some negative things, like WWE's booking sometimes or other things in life. But I'm trying to always look at the positive with everything I do. Like I buy an action figure, like a WWE figure. It may have like a busted leg or a busted arm, but I'll still look at the positive. Like, oh, I got this figure. That's cool. Or a video game. There might be some glitches. There might be some terrible things about it, but I'll still find the things I love about it and try to get rid of that negative stuff. It's a lot harder than it's a lot harder doing that than saying it, but there are some things that everyone can work on. No one's perfect. No one's ever going to be perfect. But the more you sit there and be more positive about things and less negative, then the less time you'll sit there and say, that show wasn't that good. But then if you look at it positive, it wasn't that good, but I did like this part, this thing, this. But if the whole show for like um 25 minutes sucked, and you can just be like, okay, yeah, that sucked. But I guarantee, like, if there was one, like, if you were to watch, I'll just use it as an example. If you were to watch a Raw from beginning to end, and the middle was hard to watch, but the beginning and end was fantastic. Let's just say that. I guarantee you, most people will stick in that middle part because of the negativity. They will sit there and be like, "Oh, but this part sucked and this part sucked." But you liked the beginning and the ending. It was the same thing that Horror Boy, me, um, Black Wyvern, and Dick Everhart talked about yesterday with Birds of Prey. You know, the beginning was kind of rough, the middle was getting there, and the end was really good. Even Horror Boy said it was like a Han Solo movie because like the solo movie of Han Solo. It started out good, middle kind of got rocky, and got bad. I never seen it, but that's what he said. Um, but that's how people look at it. You know, we talked about the movie yesterday, and we enjoyed the things that we enjoyed. We really didn't say the negatives. Like, yeah, there was plot holes. Like, where was Batman? Where was this? What happened here? Why was there like the biggest thing was where was Batman the whole time? That was our biggest question. But it wasn't really a negative thing. It was just like a question. Like, where's Batman? Hmm, why isn't he doing anything about this? Why is he letting Harley Quinn kind of like run the city or whatever? But it was still a good movie. It had its holes, but if you sit there and look at the positives more than the negatives, you can sit and say, "Hey, I enjoyed that." The same thing goes with a SmackDown, Raw, music, anything. You can sit there and watch a Raw for 3 hours, say, "Hey, the middle was bad, the beginning and end was good." Say what you said about the middle, say your negatives, but then focus more on the positives. That's the thing. And music. Let's say it's like a 2 minute song. Let's say like the first minute wasn't that good, but then the end, like towards the end, was really good. You say, yeah, the pickup was meh, but the end was end was the end was like a Sunday. Mm. But it's just something that I wanted to talk about. I might keep. I'm probably gonna go till 30 minutes. Life is a lot of fun with a positive mindset. Indeed, it is, Horror Boy. The more positives you look at things, and the less negatives. Um, by the way, it was really fun hanging out with y'all. Thanks for having me along. Yeah, don't mention it. But the thing is, that dude's in a bug, blasting some music. That's funny right there. How can you be? We stopped. How can you be in a bug blasting some music? That thing is so small. But um, just try to have that positive mindset because the more you think of drop my phone on the computer, F everything. The more you sit there and the more you're like, oh yeah, this sucked because of that, this sucked because of that, then you're just gonna nitpick everything. Every little thing. It can be wrestling, it can be music, it can be movies, it can be everyday life. You can just sit there with a negative outcome, with a negative mindset, to nitpick little things instead of just enjoying everything, even if it is kind of bad sometimes. As I've said multiple times, there have been Raws, there have been SmackDowns, there have been NXTs, there have been NXT UKs, there have been 205s that you just can't get into, and that's fine. My thing is try to just have fun. Just have fun with life. Instead of sitting there and being all nitpick and like every little thing. Just sit there and watch what you want to watch. Listen to what you want to listen to, and just have fun with it. But the one thing that gets on my nerves, and this is going to be a rant for a little bit, that gets on my nerves when it comes to some people is the fact is you can literally sit. I'm gonna I'm gonna do two things real quick. First thing, real quick. One thing that irritates me is when you get on YouTube, you're scrolling through, and you see this one YouTuber who does these. I think they're the most stupidest things, and this is the thing I'm talking about with negativity. He'll do everything wrong with blank, fill in the thing, Endgame, Birds of Prey, Suicide Squad. He takes movies and kills the whole movie for everyone's enjoyment. Granted, there are movies that are bad. Horror Boy, you know what I'm talking about. Creep Show 3 was terrible and it deserved everything you gave that movie. And Dragon Ball Evolution. Those two movies are acceptable to destroy. Endgame, why would you destroy that movie? Suicide Squad, why would you destroy that movie? I don't understand. And if you say that that's a job for him, that man needs a new job. Because if you're just sitting there watching any type of movie and then we'll just sit there and nitpick big plots, little plots, or anything for 25 minutes, you have something wrong. This is a great stream, man. You should do more streams about Black Topic and stuff, man. This is really good. Thanks, Horror Boy. But that's just one thing that nitpicks me in life. Why not? And I think he has another channel, and he does the opposite. Everything great with blank. It's a weird little situation thing that he does. He has like this weird yin and yang, like he does everything good and everything bad. A perfect example, I think he did a movie like Everything Great was the movie, so it's like, that's interesting. But the other thing is when you watch something for so long, and I'll just use wrestling for example. Let's say you were watching since the Ruthless Aggression era, because that's how old most of my friends are. And this is not a pick on you, Horror Boy, because I know you love the Ruthless Aggression era. But let's say you watch the Ruthless Aggression era. I cannot speak. And then you get older, you watch the new stuff, it's not the same. You keep watching and you just fall out. Perfectly fine. Everyone falls out. I fell out for a little bit. I went back in because I enjoy it. But everyone likes what they like. But the thing that you do that I respect so much, Nate, everyone knows your name, I believe. If they don't, spoiler alert. You don't sit there and just trash it. You look at the positives and give it the props that it deserves and the props that it needs. Because in a stream like this, talking about WWE or talking about anything, it will get ripped to shreds by any other streamer, any other person that watches wrestling, because of how much people can get views off of the negativity with WWE. It don't even have to be terrible. It can. Everyone praises NXT for being so good, but then yet when there's in my opinion, a fantastic Raw, a fantastic SmackDown, people just destroy it on streams, on videos, on every single thing because they can get away with it. And that's why I'm here. I'm that yang to the yin. People want to talk trash about it. I want to talk the good parts about it. I may not even get the views. I don't really care. I'm here to have fun and to do some streams either by myself or with you, Horror Boy, with Dick Everhart, with Black Wyvern, with Tyler, or whoever. This is why I have this YouTube. Is to talk about something and to be honest when people lie through their teeth about some things. And that is why I do this. Because I like being honest and having, you know, my opinion out there because everyone likes an opinion. But it's just, it hurts when you sit and you can watch something for so long. It don't even have to be wrestling. Like it could be like a TV series, like a fantastic, I don't know, like The Office. I don't know. It's just it came in my mind. It can be like The Office, where everyone watches it and then everyone trashes it because it's not as funny as it used to be. Like if they rebooted The Office and it wasn't as funny as it used to be, people would complain. I'm just like, why not just enjoy it for what it is now? Well, man, I'm at work. I'll talk to you and finish the stream later tonight. Great show, man. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Have a good day at work. But it's just it hurts when that stuff happens. And the message I really just want to get out there: be more positive, be more just open minded, and if you don't like something, it's fine. You don't have to like it, but don't destroy it. Don't sit there and destroy it when others like it. You know, you may not like WWE, but you can at least give it the positivity that it deserves. You may not like certain artists like I do, but I still give them the respect and everything that they deserve. But that was on my chest. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you for watching. See if I can get some of the guys over for just a stream again. I know I haven't been really active. It's because work schedule's weird. I know Friday and Saturday I won't be able to stream because Friday's Valentine's Day. So gonna go see a movie with the lady. Saturday, gonna go out to eat with the lady. So, yep, I'll see what I can work around. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next stream. Bye bye.